I'm going to show you how to unlock Soul Harvester in MegaBonk the easy way. Soul Harvester is a meta item right now. If you want big runs, you're going to have to unlock it. You have to survive the final swarm for 6 minutes. That can be done any level, and I'm going to talk to you about how to do it each way. My opinion, the third level is the easiest, but if you have a really good run, you can definitely do it sooner. You can use anyone you want. Sir Oofy's all right as well. I like Athena. Whenever she levels up, you're going to get thorns, and you do more damage on lower HP. When you're trying to survive the swarm, being low HP happens quite often. And then thorns, you're getting attacked quite often as well. So, my opinion, Athena's a little bit better. You can choose either map. I went with forest. I know a lot of people like desert because it is harder to get stuck in corners. But this run specifically, I went for a late game anyway. For weapons, I'm going Aegis, Aura, and anything short range. I ended up going with Flame Walker and Katana this run, but there's plenty of good short range options. For tomes, XP is the only must for either of these characters, for Oofy or Athena. Everything else just can be tanky, so we're looking at shield, evasion, HP, armor, anything like that. If you want to go for a longer run, you can also get luck in there. I know for my run, I went luck. You could also go chaos tome. Depends on when you're trying to beat the game, and I kind of think that you should decide that as your run goes. For items, you're going to go the standard tank items. So gold shield's going to give you gold, electric plug's going to do damage, and spiky shield, twins mask, you name it. Anything tanky that is going to keep you alive is what you want. As you can see, I spawned extra bosses. I think that that's best no matter when you're trying to accomplish the challenge. It's going to make you stronger. Now, if you are trying to finish the challenge in the first stage, you feel super strong, just start the boss fight early enough to where you can take care of them and you don't get overwhelmed by the swarm while you're dealing with them. Also, those extra bosses are going to make you stronger. But as you can see, I'm sitting here. I don't think that I could have made it anyway, especially because I was leveling up like luck and XP a ton. So I went through the portal. Now I'm going to fast forward through most of this run. Again, I'm spawning extra bosses. Whole goal here is to get strong. Idle juices is cool because I do plan on being stationary. Also campfire. Those things are great for me right now. And just getting tanky. For me, since I'm going for a later run, XP and luck are the first things I level. And I ignore the other stuff for later in the game. If you have Anvil unlocked and you are going for a late run, I always recommend staying away from leveling your weapons too much early game until you unlock Anvil. It's just more efficient that way. But it is what it is. You can do the challenge without Anvil. It's not a requirement. You can see I spawn more bosses again. We get ready for this swarm. And I soak in as much XP as I can. Now look closely when you're doing this. If you start to get pushed around too much or take too much damage, go through. I wasn't planning on trying to accomplish the challenge at that level anyway, so it didn't matter to me. I might have been able to. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that it goes straight to the fight on this level. I kind of got sidetracked. I was probably watching a video on the side and I went through way too early and lost out on a lot of XP, kills, gold, you name it. But when you're spawning into the final fight, if you haven't done so before, you're going to be spawning with only the weapon that you have as a character, and you have to re-unlock the other weapons. So I started with Aegis. I skipped most of that for you because it was very long and very boring. Then I unlocked Aura, again, very long, very boring, so I sped that up for you too. And now we're at the Katana. Majority of my damage this run, and almost every run that I bring it, is Flame Walker. I kind of think it's slept on, especially for a tank build. It's so good. Here I sit in a corner so I don't get thrown around, and I can use campfire and I can use idle. But I'm going to speed through this as well, just show you like the different difficulties. We just went through normal, we're at hard. We're going to skip here in a second. But you do get chests. You can go for them if you want. You can go for the XP if you want, but I benefit from standing still because of idle and campfire. Once I moved, I was like, whatever, because it kind of reset my damage anyway. So I did go for some chests. In doing so, maybe shortened my run a little bit. It's hard to say. But when you're a tank on the final swarm on the island, you're going to get thrown off often. And it's kind of fun to watch, to be honest, but it's you're like a ragdoll, essentially. I'm going to let you watch this for just a little bit. We're almost done, and I will slow it down to when we get towards the end and talk about it as well. I mean, just getting thrown everywhere. Super satisfying for some reason to me. Here we go. We have 3 seconds left, and we're very in the clear here. Got Soul Harvester. I think it is a very easy strat. I think that there's a lot of strats that work. This is just kind of the most enjoyment I get is the tank strats. If this video helped you at all, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other MegaBonk videos and comment what you want to see next. Have a great day. Peace.